Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar, The Benefits of Search Ads 360 and How to Use It to Boost Your ROI. Today's webinar is presented by Search Laboratory. Good morning and afternoon, everyone. I'm Alexi George, PPC Team Manager at Search Laboratory, and welcome to the webinar. Very briefly, for those of you who aren't familiar with Search Laboratory or Search Lab, we're an integrated global digital marketing agency of around 150 people split between offices in the UK and the US. In practical terms, that means that we support clients at all stages of the online user journey, including SEO, paid media, programmatic advertising, social media, and digital strategy. And we're able to do that globally by having an in-house of multilingual native linguists. So a bit of housekeeping for you. The webinar should last about 30 minutes. If you do have any questions as we go along, please send them to us via the chat box in the webinar app at the side of the screen. We'll spend a couple minutes at the end of the presentation to answer these. There's me, your speaker, Alexi. I've been here at Search Lab for 3 years now, and I've worked on a variety of clients, many sizes, large, small, from industries ranging between e-commerce, travel, B2B, technology, a really wide range, and I'm just excited to be here to talk to you about search ads today. So what is Search Ads 360? Search Ads is part of the Google Marketing Platform, which is Google's package of solutions for large enterprise businesses. Search Ads 360 is formerly known as DoubleClick Search, so you might have heard about it through that name. What's important to know is Search Ads 360 is not an alternative to Google Ads. Search Ads is a technology that you can layer on top of or use in tandem with whatever engine you're marketing through, whether it be Google Ads, Bing, Baidu, etc., to help you optimize your marketing based off the KPIs that you want to perform. The main benefits of search ads that we're going to go through today are advanced auto bidding, multi-platform management, deduplicated tracking, advanced attribution, budget and forecast tools, and inventory management tools. So multi-platform management, one of my favorite aspects of Search Ads 360. Search Ads is really great because you can manage and report all from a single place. So that means no platforms get forgotten about. You can apply a Search Ads bid strategy to all ad accounts that can benefit from a more advanced feature in a bid strategy or smart bidding, even if it isn't available in the engine directly. Search Ads also deduplicates conversions when a customer interacts with multiple platforms before converting. So for example, if someone starts on Bing and ends on Google, Search Ads will deduplicate that conversion. Something else is just the overall efficiency as a practitioner. It's really great to have all the engines in one place, and it helps with, as I said, reporting and just overall management. Google's machine learning is really advanced, and it's really benefits Search Ads 360. So over the past couple of years, Google's invested hundreds of millions of dollars in AI and machine learning technologies. Some of the ways we might see it as healthcare, so like heart disease prevention, things like flight and aviation. The industries really do vary, but for us as marketers, this manifests in the form of auto bidding strategies. So machine learning now, it might sound like a buzzword, but just to break it down for us marketers in auto bidding, it's really about how Google is able to take signals of intent. So what these might be are search terms, location, device, time of day, browsing history, other ads engaged with, or even demographics, and then predict the likelihood of converting to calculate the most appropriate bid. So nobody can do this manually. It's just all too much data, and only Google has access to this. So machine learning combined with automated bidding really helps marketers just market as efficiently as possible, and search ads is a great way to use this machine learning auto bidding. So for auto bidding and search ads, we mentioned machine learning. There's a wide choice of strategies available in search ads, unified across all engines, again, so no engines get forgotten or lost. Everything gets a bid strategy applied. And bid adjustment management. We mentioned some accounts can be huge and have many different engines, so having them unified across and all the bid strategies applied really helps with just the day-to-day management and efficiency. So bid strategies. Some of the best things about search ads bid strategies is how many options that you have available. Here you can see some basic conversion and revenue targets. These allow for simple targeting of CPA. For example, you might be a travel company and maybe you know you don't want to spend any more than $35 on a booking conversion, or ROAS or cost of sale for an e-commerce or retail client. Search ads calls this ERS, effective revenue share. So depending on what your business is, you can choose the appropriate strategy in search ads. You also see there's different options for keywords, device bid, remarketing, and locations, all of these which you can tailor to basically give search ads the ability to bid on all of these items, tailor or restrict as you may need. And here you can see an example we've set as a target ROAS bid strategy. We have the target set, and then we can set the source of the conversions that we want the strategy to optimize by. So you can see that you can import your conversions from a lot of different sources and then set your target. So you might have conversions from Google Analytics, Google Ads. They can all come into search ads and they can all benefit from the bid strategy. There's more advanced targeting as well. You can layer in more items like a minimum bid or a maximum bid, position constraints, or even a maximum target CPA. There's also an option to give new keywords a short-term boost, which is really great because especially if you're adding in a new keyword set and your account is quite large, it might take some time before the keywords see any action. So if you enable this option, search ads kind of helping you make sure that you allow your new keywords to gather some data. Here, you can see a target CPA strategy for a click to call option. And then you can see a target ROAS bid strategy for a sale. In this strategy, you've got two types of conversions, a ROAS conversion, so a sale, and a CPA conversion or a call, both being combined into one bid strategy, which is through advanced targeting. So we've got, you can see target number 1 and target number 2, each coming from their own conversion source. Floodlight for the sale, that's search ads own conversion tracking, and then Google Ads conversion tracking for the click to call. So you can see things can really get quite granular and really customizable, which is one of the reasons why search ads bid strategies are really helpful. Now, these are pretty amazing. For these bid strategies, we've used formula columns. Formula columns is one of my favorite things about search ads. So as we mentioned, you're able to and have the option to import a lot of different conversion types, from analytics conversions to Bing and Google Ads, and all put them all into one bid strategy. But here you can see an example. We've weighted different conversion types. So in the example on the left, there's some conversion types like phone calls, a chat submission, and an info request. The client knows that the most valuable conversion type is the info request. They still care about the chat submissions and the phone calls, but they know that there's an increased chance that the phone call or the chat might be a little bit inaccurate or sometimes spammy, so they've chosen to weight the info request as the full conversion and slightly weight down the calls and the chats. In the example on the right, we've shown just an example for a revenue-based client. If there's a nuance to your business, for example, and you want to weight down on your transaction revenue, you can do that as well. Budget bid strategies are also available in search ads. Here, you can combine the KPI requirements with budget targets. So the primary target here is monthly spend. So this is a really great option if you work towards strict monthly budgets. So what auto bidding does here is it balances the budget and KPI targeting. So we'll first strictly meet your monthly budget, and then it will optimize towards the KPIs that you set, whether it's a target CPA or a ROAS target, to meet your KPIs within that monthly spend. You can instruct search ads to spend more on certain days of weeks or less on others. For example, higher spend on the last day of a sale, and even more advanced ways like inform smart bidding about past or future trends that you know will significantly impact data. Data exclusions are something else that I really like adding in. Usually I don't like adding them in because sometimes tracking might break or the data might be unreliable. So if you know for a period of a week that maybe your tracking was broken or you just had a sale and conversion rate might be low, you can add a data exclusion for that date range so that the auto bidding doesn't include that date range's data. So it can help the overall auto bidding technology work better and more efficiently for you. You can also add in seasonality adjustments. If you know in advance that conversion rates will shift significantly, for example, ahead of Black Friday, you can educate the bid strategy to optimize, including that knowledge. So now inventory management, another key feature and benefit of search ads. Inventory management is a feature within search ads that allows you to use your feed to create highly targeted campaigns with dynamic data. Inventory management can use feed data to generate search campaigns, ad groups, texts, and site links. Also, inventory data is updated in the feed, and search ads automatically updates the generated campaigns and other items. So it's a really great way to get granular and organized with a changing inventory. So what we're going to focus on is correlating ads with feed attributes, match what is active to what is available on the site, and drive revenue through the long tail keywords. But, excuse me. So inventory management is really ideal for anyone with a large inventory that might be changing frequently. Here's an example of a snapshot of somebody's feed for watches. So we can see brand, product, subcategory, prices, materials, colors, etc. And here are some ways that we could set up inventory management to create our campaign structure, keywords, and ad text. So some ideas we could execute in search ads. So for example, if someone searches for a specific product, we can highlight that product in the specific ad. I'd say that's a pretty safe option, but we can go even further. If someone searches for a subcategory, so for example, just watches, quite a generic search, we can create a really interesting ad to try to capture that generic search, showing, for example, the range of the size of products available, and, for example, even a price range, all using the data that can be parsed from the feed, from the way that we set up the inventory management rules. If someone searches for a brand, we can show the range of products available, the size, the amount, or how many products are in stock. If the range is too small, we might set a threshold for inventory management to pause those keywords or the ad group and re-enable when the range exceeds the threshold again. If the price of a minimum item that someone searches for is over a free delivery threshold, we could even include a free delivery message in the ad copy. So it's really great because, as I said, you can really spice up ad copy for a generic top of funnel search and kind of set yourself apart from the competition, but as well as if someone really knows what they're looking for and searches quite a niche search, you can really display as well the best ad to carry them on their journey. Another example with travel, you could use your feed to promote like room availability or room from prices in your ad copies. So again, across industries, inventory management can work really well for your structure, your keywords, your ad groups, your campaigns, as well as your ad text. Just keep in mind here too, your feed does need to be in good order, but it doesn't have to be perfect. We can create rules to clean it up, trim it, add punctuation, change case, fix plurals, things like that. So if you're thinking about inventory management, I'd say go for it. We'd love to talk to you about it, and I've seen it work really well on clients that have huge inventories and were previously limited in capabilities on Google Ads or Bing alone. So what happens when a discount changes? You get a new item eligible for free delivery, a range reduces to 6, minimum price changes, or URL changes. We can't handle these types of changes with manual ads. So that's why inventory management works really well to automatically pause campaigns or update ads as required. So we can work with you to set up the rules or the thresholds needed to educate inventory management. So basically, it's structure. So we can make this work for the nature of your business, and it works really well long term. There are so many ways to customize it, and I've seen it work really well just across the board, across the industry. So an integration that's really great with search ads is with Data Studio, which is Google's online reporting platform. It allows you to easily connect data from analytics, Google Ads, spreadsheets, etc., to build interactive, customizable reports and charts. You don't need any coding required to get started. So I love Data Studio because you can just really use it to put together any type of report that you might have in your mind. And it's got the standard integration for search ads and all the other Google marketing platform products. So again, it carries through the benefits of search ads reporting, real-time deduplicated data with the beautiful nature of Data Studio. So it's a really nice integration to have at our fingertips. Another integration available is with Google Analytics 360. There's a new reporting section available which allows for visibility of impressions, clicks, cost metrics for all platforms that you've got loaded within search ads. So things like Bing, Baidu, Yahoo Japan, which would normally be impossible without some dev work. So this is really great to have, again, at your fingertips. You can also create audiences in GA360 and push them back to Search Ads 360 to use as remarketing audiences in the campaigns and whatever engines you're running. So it's a really great feature that we're able to use with Search Ads. The next integration is with Campaign Manager and Display and Video 360. So Search Ads 360 is just for search and shopping campaigns, but DV360 or Display and Video 360 is the display equivalent and still features many of the key benefits that we've identified. So consistent tracking across search and display activity, deduplicated tracking, and unified reporting. So something interesting about this is you can see how display impressions affect later clicks. And it's really useful for expensive purchases or travel where people might be more likely to shop around or have a longer conversion funnel or do more research, and where you need to understand the wider user journey. So in summary, we discussed machine learning's powers with advanced auto bidding techniques, flexible bid strategies to suit your business goals and meet your KPIs, consolidated campaign management and efficiency by unifying bids in all your platforms in one spot, and inventory management, which lets you build advanced structures and rules based off your already existing feeds and makes editing them easy. So now we're here at the questions slide. So please, if you do have any questions, submit them to the chat option in the webinar. I'll be waiting for any questions. Just give me a minute or so. Okay, so we do have a question coming through. What are the specific challenges of having accounts across multiple platforms? So a bit technical here, but for me, the challenges really lie within the conversions and getting them to import and track correctly. One thing that's really great about search ads is that it offers the floodlight tracking option, which I mentioned briefly. It's its own tracking option that you can basically add to analytics, Google Ads, Bing, Yahoo Japan, any engine that you're working on, and you're able to then track with Floodlight, and it helps kind of cut down on some of the problems that you can have with tracking breaking or tracking problem. And I think that helps cut down on challenges of having accounts across multiple platforms. Also, as I mentioned, with the bidding and management, just using search ads as a whole, really as a practitioner, helps with the multiple platform, sometimes problem. All right, thanks. Just scanning for any more questions. Okay, someone's asked how the automated bidding strategies adapt or handle events like Black Friday or dates when historical performance is a bit varied or unusual. And how does it use it to predict like future conversion rates? So yeah, that ties into a bit on like the data exclusion events that I mentioned and seasonality adjustments. So I think search ads is definitely superior to if you're just working solely in Google Ads or Bing in terms of handling fluctuating conversion rate data. As I said, with the bid strategies and just the amount that you're able to educate search ads, you can really adapt and handle to fluctuating conversion rate periods through adding the data exclusions and the seasonality adjustments. You're also able to manually add in your own device bid adjustments. So for example, if you just allow search ads to bid on all devices for you, it will calculate your own device bid adjustments based off the data it sees. But for example, if you're a client that gets phone calls and form fills, the conversion rate data on the phone calls might not look so great, so search ads might bid down on it. But if you know that phone calls kind of help in tandem encourage more form fills, maybe people come back and repeat convert again, first the phone call, then the form fill, you can create your own manual bid adjustment for like the mobile. So there's a lot of ways that you can help educate search ads and yourself on varying or unusual conversion rate periods. We've got a question on how much of this can we import into standard Google Analytics. So you can still connect a normal GA account to search ads, and that would allow you to import your GA goals for reporting or auto bidding and site engagement metrics. You just wouldn't be able to go the other way though. So for non-Google platforms, for example, Bing, Baidu, Yahoo, you wouldn't be able to get your clicks or costs and analytics, just sessions. No more questions. So if you do have any other inquiries, please reach out to us at Search Labs. Thanks for your time today.